Whoa. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Big old Monday. We're here to train. We're here to get big. And man, it's going to be a great week. So, I ended up putting this, hitting the camera a little bit earlier than I intended because I was listening to my private DJ, DJX on Spotify. If you don't have Spotify, it's just a free feature. I don't have a private DJ or anything, but it's pretty cool because it uses AI technology to like algorithmically is the word I was trying to get out of my mouth. It uses AI algorithmically to figure out like different genres and bands you'll like and things like that. And what's fun is sometimes it brings up some throwbacks. So it had like a throwback genre going on for a while. And what it'll do is it'll play a couple songs. I don't know, 6, 8 songs, whatever it is. And then it'll be like, all right, we're going to switch it up and try a different genre. So most of my music's pretty heavy. Like, now let's play, some pump-up music or some, like, hard rock or, I don't know, whatever. Harder stuff, right? But I always listen to, like, when I'm hanging out in the house, I have Elvis on or some Dean Martin. Or, like, when I'm getting ready for bed, I have the Beatles playing. So, I'm sitting here trying to get hyped for the gym, right? And DJ X goes after playing Amon Amarth, which is like a heavy Viking metal band. He goes, all right, we're going to switch it up. This next group's about chill vibes. He goes, here's Blackbird with the Beatles. I'm like, okay, we're good now, DJ X. Thank you. And you can swap the genres whenever you want. You're not stuck listening to it, but man, I figured what a good point to stop that and to get on with you guys. So what's going on? Hope you're having a great day so far. It's 10:17 right now. We're on our way to the gym. Had to move the schedule around a little bit today. 3 meals in us, and we're gonna go smash some pack. Feeling good, feeling strong. Got a great night's sleep last night, which was necessary. But man, I was at brunch yesterday. I went out to a brunch for, I don't know why. It was just kind of a group brunch. And I got my normal brunch somewhere like this, where it's steak and eggs. I need to make sure I get my protein in, and an extra waffle on the side, which they didn't bring. They forgot my waffle. So I was internally crying about that a little bit. And by the time the waitress came back around, I was done with steak and eggs. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother now. Wasn't worth it. So that was like in the middle of the afternoon. Went and picked up Arch, and then headed on home. But man, let me tell you, excuse me, basically this. When I'm really hungry and my body's like starving for nutrients or something, I've been prone to like get really tired at the wheel because my body's just shot. So usually it's never, nothing's ever happened, but it's always like, okay, I gotta keep myself awake. Man, last night was, I think, one of the worst ones I've ever had. I was dozing off at every second. It was rainy and gloomy and dark out, and I'm like, oh my god. I ended up pulling off of the parkway, like an exit earlier than I planned on. I knew the area, so it was fine. I was, like 2 towns over, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop at Burger King. I have to get just something in my body, at least eating something to keep me awake, So I got like this little spicy crunch wrap thing, and some fries, and a Coke. And man, that was the first time I've had soda, and I can't tell you how long. But that little crunch wrap, man, they know what they're doing with that little crunch wrap. That thing was delicious. I see why people are fat. Oh my God. It tastes way better than my liquid egg whites. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong over here, man? So, grabbed that, got home. Put up the video for you guys last night on water retention. If you didn't get a chance to watch it yet, check it out. It's pretty fascinating stuff. Why you hold water weight, what makes you hold it, how to get it off quickly if you need to, but just know that's not always going to stay off that way. And how to address the issues that are making you hold it in the first place so that you don't hold it anymore. You know, that's some of the biggest things. Whew. Today's going to be an interesting one, man. It's going to be an interesting back day. My body feels good. My mind is right. It's weird. I either feel like strong as an ox right now or weak. And I don't like using the W word, but I feel like I'm just in my own head about it, man. Because, you know, we all have days like that, and I have no reason to think I'd be weak today. I ate great food yesterday. Although, based on my yawning, maybe the sleep I got last night wasn't as good as I thought it was. You know? Just had to grab my drink. But I don't know. It's hard to say, man. But we're going to go in there. We don't go in there with a bad mentality of we're weak today, we're small, we're frail. None of that stuff. We're going to go in there, and the second you shut those gym doors, when you open those up, step inside and hear them close behind you, it's go time. You know, you leave all the negativity, you leave all the nonsense, the work life, the relationships, the everything, all the bullshit. You leave those problems outside. And then when you leave the gym, you pick them back up. That's why we say I never like to touch my phone in the gym. I don't use like a proper camera or anything to film these videos, so I have my phone on me to film. Otherwise, that's it. You know, when I'm changing music, I have little Bluetooths. Hit the little button on there twice, it changes the song, next song, next song. If we get a couple bad ones in a row, I'll hop on Spotify real quick and put some bangers on. But besides that, man, I don't touch it because I don't want to see anything on there. Because for me, if I need to address something, it'll fuck me up in the head. You know, if I get like some bad text or something like that while I'm training, it's really hard for me to focus back on the training again when I just know this thing is lingering right there. But if I pretend it didn't happen because I didn't know about it, and I genuinely didn't know about it, that's a problem for later, John. You know, because whether I finish my workout or not, excuse me, that same problem is going to be there and it's going to be unresolved. So the time I'm in the gym stressing out about it or anything, it's not going to help it. It's not going to help it. The aggravation, the nonsense, the bullshit. No matter if I look at that text now or 2 hours from now, it's the same thing is going to be there, man. So, God, I remember when I lived in Manhattan for a little bit, a little of my life, and after I stopped working at the gym over there, I was training, not really clients, I was training myself out of this place called Complete Body on 19th Street in Manhattan. I loved that place. It was awesome. Talk about like an old school atmosphere. I'm pretty sure it's still there. But you would walk into this, like, I might be exaggerating, but like, let's say 15 by 15 square foot room there was like a bathroom, a little shake thing on the side, and a turnstile with a woman standing in front of it with a little booklet. You would bypass her, bypass the gatekeeper, and go down this spiral staircase into this enormous, kind of low ceiling basement of Manhattan. And man, that place, that was one of the coolest gyms I ever trained at. I was there for a long time. It was a great experience. But one of my favorite things is that my cell service down there was absolute dog shit. It was terrible. So I would just kind of lean into it and just turn my phone on airplane mode while I was down there too. Man, let me tell you, it doesn't get better than that. It does not get better than that. I'm gonna have to visit there one day. If it's still there. And what was cool was I would get a shake from the little dude making shakes upstairs every day when I was leaving. And it was, I'm a sucker for like chocolate espresso, things like that. It was a chocolate espresso mint protein shake. It was like frozen, whatever. It was ridiculously good. And it was just some dude with a blender that just had these things written down. But man, let me tell you, that thing was great. I looked forward to that every day. It's funny the things you miss that you haven't done in the longest time, you know? You completely forget they exist until you go down like nostalgia pathway. I have this app on my phone. It's called Time Hop. Got this whole video sound of like brands, like a brand ambassadors, but these people aren't giving me any money. Be nice. Wouldn't mind a... Oh boy. Fuck these people doing? I wouldn't mind a $100 million Spotify Joe Rogan deal. You know, Spotify, if you're listening, if you're one of the 300 something subscribers we have, CEO of Spotify, thank you. And give me a call. We'll be friends. But that app Time Hop I was telling you about, what it does is it links up to like your social media accounts, your camera roll, things like that, and it tells you any pictures you took or posted on that day, like day of the year, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. So it's funny because like it'll bring up vacations you had a long time ago, or like I'll remember certain workout videos I took and I'm like, oh, I remember that one. You know, or like I remember how I felt on that set. Every November it would bring up when I was in Spain with Dorian Yates. Man, it's a wild time, but it's a free app. It's kind of a fun way to start the day a little bit. I don't like to start on my phone, but once I get like a moment to sit down in the mornings, I'll just go through memory lane for a moment and think to myself, you know, what badassery do I want to see on there next year today, right? It's like planning for an awesome future. And that's what life's all about. Just like right now, I am planning for a more jacked tomorrow. And even on a more micro scale, I'm going to take this and plan for an epic next hour and a half, give or take. Cheers. Ooh. Always bad. That was the last of my pre-workout too. I gotta pick some up today after the workout. Whew. Yeah, we have a lot to do today. Not bad things, just busy things, you know. But that is all right. I'd rather be busy doing a bunch of stuff than sitting around twiddling my thumbs all day. It would drive me crazy. Man, that drives me nuts, sitting around. But, you know, on that note, guys, we are in the parking lot right now. We're going to get after it, be as wide as humanly possible, as inhumanly possible. Scare some motherfuckers, and I'll see you inside. You're good. You're good. Whew. So, like I always say, one of the best finishes for your back day is always a lat pullover. because it's like the fly for your back. Now, all the blood is pumped up back there, right? I did my pull downs, I did my rows, I did my rack pulls. So all that blood is in there. It's time to really just stretch, pull through, and squeeze it. Alrighty. And like I always say, people fuck with me, but you gotta buckle up. Because when you don't, and you're dealing with some real weight, like I am, or you should be, it ends up picking you up out of the seat. That seatbelt actually holds you in place so you can stabilize yourself and move the weight properly. Alrighty. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Ooh. 3. Ooh. Ooh. 3. Ooh. That's it. So, I lost track there a little bit. I was focused on this stupid thing. I gotta put the hat on next time because it keeps rubbing against the neck. I don't want it to sound all chip choppy for you guys. Look at me sacrificing my gains for you, right? That was a good set. I know at least 9. A couple partials. That was the second to last back move for me. After these, well, that was it for these, but I'm gonna do those scapular retraction rows. I showed you guys them quite a while ago. We're gonna pose and continue with the day, baby. Oh, hey guys. So, weight's coming on nicely. I think we finally figured out how much food we need for a good caloric surplus to make sure that weight continues to go up steadily. For whatever reason, after I got sick, my body just kind of reset itself and raised that maintenance calorie level for us. So we're metabolizing food better than ever right now, which is awesome. We had a great back workout today. Best one we've had in a long time. I reintroduced I call them scap shrugs. Haven't done them in a minute. Without further ado, let's see what this pump looks like. We're going to the grocery store after this, get a bunch of food, because I keep eating myself out of house and home. And on that note, let's take a look. Whew. Try not to rip this mic off. There we go. It was kind of hanging on by a thread for a minute there. Alrighty. Scooching over so I can see me. Whew. We're solid today, guys. Like I said, today was back day. So everything else shouldn't really be pumped up. Yeah, we have still those lines. Everything's coming together well, man. Alright, ladies. Don't film me now. Don't make me look bad. Yeah, we're alright. Man, on that note, like I said, we do this after every workout. Helps me get better at my posing. Helps us stay accountable to you guys. Whew. We have a big chest day tomorrow. I can't wait to put those hexes back in there again, man. They felt great. My chest was shot for, God, damn near a week after I did that workout. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. Have yourselves a great day.